Hey everyone, our names are Victoria Henson and Hadley Walker, and today we are presenting our project on two different museums we thought commemorated the Holocaust. The two museums that we chose are the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum and the Ghetto Fighters House Museum that is located in Israel.
For this project, we decided to create an online template of a brochure using Canva because we felt that it portrayed the information accordingly.
Our presentation will consist of us going over the development and history behind each museum, and to conclude, we will discuss their similarities and differences.
To begin, the Ghetto Fighters House Museum is located in Israel, Western Galilee, and was founded in 1949 by survivors of the Holocaust. This museum was also the first Holocaust museum to ever be established. Alongside the creation of the Ghetto Fighters House Museum, a humanistic education center was created to incorporate knowledge and an understanding of the events that happened during the Holocaust. The Yad Lild Children's Museum was additionally added to the site to commemorate the children that were lost during this time. The Kibitzu, the founders of the museum, have taken the time to collect official and personal documents, photographs, diaries, art, and stories of other survivors to create a more personal experience for visitors. The museum has created an online archives database that is accessible to the public to view most artifacts within the museum. The site is used to provide exposure for educational purposes and access at any time.
The next museum that we are going to be talking about is the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum. The 265,000 square foot rectangular building was architecturally designed to be symbolic of the hardships of the Holocaust. The permanent exhibition spans 36,000 square feet over 3 floors. In 1979, a commission established by President Carter put forth the idea of creating a Holocaust memorial with 3 components: a national museum, educational foundation, and a committee of conscience. Congress passed the idea and construction began in 1989 and ended in 1993. The museum consists of permanent and temporary exhibits, but both types include artifacts, photographs, short films, and personal narratives to explain the history of the Holocaust in the best way possible using its multiple resources.
Finally, for this project, we would like to compare the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum and the Ghetto Fighters House Museum. The two museums span large areas, but rather the United States Museum is built upwards, consisting of 3 floors, while the Ghetto Fighters House Museum consists of 3 separate buildings. Overall, we found that the history of both museums is all about commemorating the victims and those who have suffered the consequences of the Holocaust. While both museums focus on the Holocaust, the United States Museum does not solely focus on the Holocaust. They also have small exhibits about other areas in the world that are experiencing genocide today, as well as an outreach program to stop genocide.
The Ghetto Fighters House Memorial Museum was founded by Holocaust survivors themselves, while the United States Museum was founded under President Carter's President Commission. A fun fact about the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum is that it has traveling exhibitions that have been in over 195 cities to spread the history and lessons beyond just the museum. Both museums do an amazing job at incorporating quotes from interviews and personal stories from the victims, historical artifacts, video footage, and exhibits that intrigue visitors to want to learn more information about the Holocaust. To conclude our presentation, we found that each museum portrays the events of the Holocaust in their own meaningful ways. One was built on the foundation of the personal experiences of the survivors, making it more emotional, while the other was built as a memorial to remember the victims and the impact the Holocaust had on history, making it a more educational experience.
Throughout this course, we have been challenged to develop a stronger understanding of the events and emotions attached to the Holocaust. As a final takeaway from our presentation, it is important for students to learn and understand the magnitude and impact that the Holocaust has left on our world. Although both museums do an exceptional job at presenting the events of the Holocaust, they will never be able to explain the emotional traumas related to the mass genocide that is known as the Holocaust. Thank you for watching our presentation.